your practice. So it looks like with the extended lockdown, we have another 7 days together like this online. And I want to encourage you to keep your practice up, to keep your meditation practice up. And on my side, will continue to support you with hopefully interesting themes and concepts around the practice. If there's anything you're interested in, if there's anything you'd like to know a little bit more about, or any ideas, please share them with me. I'd love to hear from you. Today we're going to focus around contentment, and in the 8 limbs of yoga we have contentment as santosha. And in this modern world, very often contentment kind of almost seems like settling for less. I'll be content with this, or to others, you know, like some kind of hippie, just chill vibe, just sit back and smoke some weed and just chill and look at the world go by. But explained through the yoga texts and in the yamas, it is so much more than this and so much deeper than this. Contentment is an even state of mind in all circumstances, not hankering after more than what is at hand. Now, I really like this commentary on the explanation around contentment, around santosha. It says, the inner state where exists a joyful and a satisfied mind, regardless of one's environment. Whether we meet with pleasure or pain, with profit or loss, with fame or content, with success or with failure, with sympathy or with hatred. So that's a pretty tall order, and it makes us think, is true contentment then even humanly possible? But we have had, and we read stories about wonderful humans, amazing humans who've been able to display this kind of contentment. If you look at Viktor Frankl in the Nazi camps, or if you look at Nelson Mandela, or many leaders and teachers who have been able to hang on to this contentment and perhaps even inspire others around them to be content in extremely difficult circumstances. So how do we become content? How do we find more contentment, this deeper level of contentment, this inner contentment as described in the Yoga Sutras? We look at firstly becoming mindful. And everything seems to come back to this concept of becoming mindful, to observe when we have wandered out of the present moment in our minds, in our thoughts, and when we are lingering around the future or the past, either in that regret of the past or memory or longing for the past, or in that desire for the future or anxiety around the future. Either way, we have kind of gone into trance. We've left the present moment. So to really understand contentment, we need to come back into that present moment. The second way to practice the art of contentment, to become more content, is to meditate. And again, everything comes back to this again, to be mindful and then to meditate. And when we meditate in the art or the practice of seeking contentment, we really learn to meditate on what is in the moment for us. So to come and sit in whatever it is that we're feeling, and to allow it to be present. And then to remove that need to escape from what is present, and instead to embrace what is present. So it's a different way of meditating on the present moment. But that kind of sitting in what is and embracing what is and making space for what is, whatever it is, good or bad, but to come out of that duality and just sit in the center again, that will help us to become more content. And then of course the last one is gratitude. Just be grateful in everything. And you know, it's very easy to be grateful in things that are working well for us, but when circumstances go harder, when things become more difficult, it takes more discipline and it takes practice to find gratitude in our lives. So always seeking for ways to be grateful. And if we find that there's obstacles towards us being grateful, a lovely way to begin to find more gratitude and to cultivate more gratitude is to serve others, is to come into service of others. And when we serve others, it allows us to open up and become more grateful. And again, all the concepts that we were looking at this week, you know, to watch our thoughts requires us to be more mindful. To come into equanimity and balance requires us to come out of the past and the future and to come into the present moment, to be balanced there. We need to be resilient. So to find more resilience, we need to meditate and sit with what is and remember the strength that we have within. And then again, for contentment, it's the same practice. Become mindful, become still, find gratitude. So we'll look for that in the practice today. We'll seek it out on the mat in the physical practice. And after that, I encourage and I invite you to take it off the mat and to share it in your homes, to share it with those that you are seeing right now. This art of contentment, this art of not settling, but this deep gratitude for all that we have right now. So let's begin in Shavasana. A little bit of a different practice. We'll be focusing on forward folds mostly, and this really helps us to turn inwards and to find that stillness. So come into Shavasana. Lie on your back, allow your feet just to be hip distance apart. Allow the arms to come down by the side of your body, palms facing up. Take a deep inhale here, drawing navel to spine. Please hold the breath here. And then let go, allowing your belly to release. So a little different way of breathing. Inhale, draw the navel to the spine. Exhale and relax. One more time, navel to the spine. And relax. Changing around, inhale, expand your belly. Exhale, draw navel to the spine. Two more, inhale and expand. Exhale, navel to spine. Last time. Exhale. When you're ready, please bring your knees in towards your chest and allow one hand on each knee and just rock a little side to side. Hug the elbows in and then stopping in center. Inhale, lift the chest towards the knees and squeeze it. If you want to, wrap your arms all the way around and find opposite elbows. And then release all the way down. Take your hands to the outer edges of your feet and come to our happy baby pose, Nandavalasana. Bring the knees down, tailbone down, pressing the heels to the sky. Soften the shoulders. Connect into your breath. When you're ready, please cross through the ankles, grabbing a hold of the outer edges of your feet. And then we're going to rock 3 or 4 times up to seated. Rolling out on your back. And just one more. Rolling all the way up to seated. From From here, we're going to bring the soles of our feet together and the knees apart. Bring your hands onto your feet or your ankles. Inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, fold forward, coming down. Inhale, lift up, draw back. Exhale, fold forward. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, warming up the back body and exhale. Last one. And exhale, and now we stay here. Just breathing into your lower back. Allowing your whole body to settle into the slower pace of the practice this morning. Beautiful. When you're ready, coming all the way up, and then just taking a child's pose. Allow your knees to be really wide and press the buttocks down over the heels and walk your hands forward. On the next inhale, please come to a tabletop. Line up, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Drop the belly button down. Inhale, lift the heart, look up. Exhale and round. Dome out the back body. Allow your head to hang heavy. Release your jaw. Again, inhale, go in the opposite direction. Moving the tailbone up. Exhale, round. Allow your head to be weighted and heavy. Last one, inhale and exhale. When you're ready, please curl the toes under, lift the hips up high and come into your Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog. I invite you now to pedal out the legs, to move as you need to, and then when you feel ready to come into stillness. And then as you find stillness in this pose, notice everything that comes up for you. And allow it all to be present. One last deep inhale. And exhale. As you're ready, please walk your feet towards the top of your mat. And as you come to the top, bring your big toes to touch. Heels part slightly, soften the knees, draw the navel in, and drop forward into your Uttanasana, deep forward fold. I invite you to take your arms and to wrap them behind your legs if it's possible. If not, just to hold onto your ankles or your shins. Keep surrendering through the spine, releasing the crown of the head, but always keep a softness behind your knees. Please drop your hands to the earth. Let them be weighted, and then you can slide your fingertips up the front of your legs as you begin to roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Roll the shoulder blades back, lift the sternum, lengthen out through the back of the neck. Connect through the feet, and from the feet, rise up through the crown of the head. Take an inhale and exhale. Moving through our Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, stretch the arms up, lift and look up. Exhale, swan dive, softening the knees, folding forward over towards Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the heart, look forward, fingertips to the earth or the shins. Exhale, soften your knees and fold, tummy to the thighs. 2 more, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, soften and fold. 1 more, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, soften and fold. From here, we step the right foot back. And drop your right knee down to the earth. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, coming into your lunge. And then as you exhale, take your hands to the earth. Please straighten through your left leg. Curl the toes up. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold forward over your front leg. Tuck the chin and breathe into your back body. Take an inhale. And exhale. Bending back deep into the front knee. Curl the back toes under. Lift the back knee and step to your plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees. Then your chin and your chest down. Keep your buttocks high. And then glide forward, lift into cobra. Exhale, release down and please press to a wide-legged child's pose. Take a full inhale here. And exhale. Coming back to your Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Please press through your left foot, look to the top of the mat and lightly step your right foot between your hands. Drop your back knee down, uncurl the toes, inhale, rise up, finding your high lunge. Exhale, straighten through the front leg, bring your hands to the earth or to blocks. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold over your straight right leg, curl the toes back. And 1 more, inhale. Exhale and fold. Bending back deep into the front knee, frame your front foot. With the hands, curl the back toes under, step your left foot to the top of the mat, big toes touch. Inhale, long spine, exhale and fold. And then stay here for a full inhale. And exhale. 1 breath at a time, 1 vertebra at a time. Roll all the way up, reaching the shoulder blades back and down. Align the crown of the head right above the heels. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, soften the knees, hands to the earth. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold, step your left foot back. Now you might need blocks or tins or bricks either side of your right foot. From here, press through both feet. Inhale, reach up into your high lunge. Get steady and secure here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to frame your front foot. Step your left foot halfway up the mat and straighten the right leg. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold forward over your front leg. 2 more. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale and fold. Maybe you wish to curl the toes of your right foot back and fold deeply into your pyramid pose. When you're ready, reaching back into the big toe under the right toe, bend the right knee, step your leg all the way back. Find your low lunge by dropping the hips. And then from here, step back into your plank pose. Hold plank pose for a moment and then drop your knees. Your chin and your chest down as the buttock stays high, hug elbows in, glide forward into back bend of your choice. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Breathing here. When you're ready, just looking to the top of the mat. Step your left foot forward. Lift the heart, look forward. And then inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Coming into your high lunge. Stabilize through the legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to your blocks. Draw your right leg halfway up the mat. Straighten the left leg. Align through your hips. Lengthen the heart forward and then fold forward over your front leg. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift. Exhale and fold. 1 more. Inhale and lift. Exhale and fold, and maybe you wish to curl the toes of your left foot up. And breathing here. When you're ready, place the big toe mound of the left foot back down, step the right foot to the top of the mat. Long spine. Exhale, soften the knees and fold. Let's stay here for a full inhale. And exhale, surrender a little lower. Then slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, roll up. Beautiful. Roll the shoulder blades back. Release the fingertips to the earth. And lengthen from the heels to the crown of the head. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands come down to the earth. Inhale, long spine, look forward. Exhale, fold, place your hands down, walk, step or jump back into a plank pose. Please hold your plank pose. Then bring your knees, your chin and your chest down, bottom is high. Glide forward into a back bend of choice. Energize your legs. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. Make space around the shoulders, around the ears. Release the neck, release the jaw. Hug the front ribs in. Move your heels towards the earth. Soften behind your knees. Now look towards the top of the mat and step your right foot through between the hands. Please press your back heel down and then inhale, rise up into warrior one, dropping deeply into the right hip. Take a full inhale here. As you exhale, swing your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, draw the hands down, open through the sternum, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, humble warrior, coming down on the inside of your right foot. Allow your head to hang heavy. Press your right knee out as you draw your right hip in towards the inner arch of your left foot. Take a full inhale here and exhale. As you're ready, inhale, rise back up, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, take your hands to the earth. Please step back into your plank pose. You have an option to go straight to downward facing dog or drop your knees, your chin and your chest down. Let's stick to this variation today. Glide forward, coming into strong up dog. Back to downward facing dog. And take a full inhale. Create space around the upper body and exhale. Looking between the hands, step your left foot forward. Press your right heel down, set up for your warrior one. Once you have a strong foundation, inhale, reach the arms up. Maybe you take your gaze up. Maybe you keep looking straight ahead. One more inhale. And exhale, swing the hands behind your back body, interlace the fingers, lift it open through the sternum. And then when you're ready, bow forward on the inside of your left leg. Look back towards the inner arch of your right foot. Press your left elbow and your left knee in towards each other so you can stabilize through the pelvis. One more inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, inhale, mindfully rising all the way back up. Take your hands to the earth. Step your right foot to meet the left at the top of the mat. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Please soften. And hang here. Take an inhale. And exhale. One vertebra at a time. Slowly unwind. Coming up. Rolling the shoulder blades back. Dropping them down. Lengthening the fingertips down. And coming to your Samasthiti. arms up. Exhale, forward fold, draw the navel up and in, keep the knees soft if you need, hands to the earth. Inhale, long spine, look forward. Exhale, fold, walk, step or jump your feet back into your plank pose. You can go straight to downward facing dog or take your modified chaturanga variation, coming up into your upward facing dog, back to downward facing dog. Take a full inhale here, release your neck, release your jaw, and exhale. Pressing through your right foot now, step your left foot forward between the hands. From here, please take your right foot halfway up the mat. Bring your hands onto your waist and rise up to stand. Move your hip points to face forward. And then inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Swing your hands behind the back. Option 1, press the heels of the hands together, fingertips facing the earth. Option 2, flip the fingers around, fingertips facing upwards, press the heels of the hands together. Find equal balance through both feet, lengthen up, draw the navel up and in, and then exhale, let's fold forward over our front leg. Keep engaging through the legs, reaching the heart forward, tailbone back. Fold just to a tabletop and breathe here. One more inhale, and on the exhale, release down, forward fold over your front leg and allow your head to release. On the next inhale, rise all the way up, releasing the arms up overhead, palms touch. And then bending through the front knee, place your hands to the earth, step back into your downward facing dog. If you wish to roll forward into plank pose, go ahead and do. Knees, chin and chest come down. Lift up into your upward facing dog. Back downward facing dog. Breathing here. Now pressing through your left foot, step your right foot halfway up, step your right foot between the hands. Step your left foot halfway up the mat. Straighten through both legs, lengthen the heart forward. Take your hands onto your hips and rise all the way up to stand. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Remembering the variation you just practiced, choose the same. Palms of the hands touch, fingertips facing down. Or flip the fingertips to face up, heels of the hands together. Press equally into both feet. Lift up and energize the legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward just to a tabletop. Working mindfully to keep the alignment through the hips. Breathing here in your tabletop. One more inhale. On the exhale, please fold forward, bring your nose towards your knee. Inhale, rising all the way up. Mindfully taking the arms up towards the ceiling. And then bring your hands down to the earth. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, inhale, long spine. Exhale and fold. Please stay in this forward fold, allowing your head to hang. Pressing through the feet, one vertebra at a time. Slowly begin to roll. Roll the shoulder blades back, turn the palms to face forward. And breathe here. Good, bring your hands onto your waist. Lift your left leg up and step it out long edge of the mat. Walk your feet super wide. Keep your hands onto the hip points. Hug the elbows in. Energize the legs, lift the knees. Inhale, exhale from the hip points. Begin to fold forward. Please just go to a tabletop position, keeping the spine long. One more inhale here. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Allow your head to hang heavy. And if you want, release your hands down to the earth. Hugging the elbows in. Shift the weight equally between your heels and your toes. Keep lifting the energy from the earth up through the feet. And then surrendering forward from the hips down to the crown of the head. Inhale, come back to a half lift, tabletop. Take your hands on the waist, hug the elbows in and rise all the way up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, swing your hands behind your back. Interlace the fingers, draw the heels of the hands away from the body, lift the chest. As you exhale, begin to fold forward. First, just to a tabletop, inhale. Exhale, fold a little deeper. As you fold deeper, release the neck, release the hands away from the body. And allow yourself to drop forward. When you're ready, engage your legs, draw the navel up and then release the hands back to the back body. Lift yourself up to a tabletop and then inhale, rise all the way up. When you're ready, stretch the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, bring the hands through the midline, taking your hands down to the earth. Inhale, long spine, look forward. Exhale, and fold. From here, please walk all the way over to the top of the mat and step back into your downward facing dog. Those of you who want to roll forward and take through to your up dog, go ahead and do. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, press through the left foot and now lift the right leg up. Set it up for your pigeon pose. Slide the left leg away. Inhale, lift up through the heart. Exhale, fold forward over the front leg and settle down here. Beautiful. Inhale, coming up to the fingertips, dropping onto the right hip, spinning around to face the long edge of your mat. And then bring your left foot in to meet the right. Big toes touch. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold forward, humbly over the front feet in your Baddha Konasana. Lengthen up and out of your back body. When you're ready, coming all the way up. Let's take our pigeon pose to the back of the mat, bending through that left leg, extend the right leg away. Inhale, come right up onto the fingertip. Exhale, fold forward, settling down here. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Drop onto your left sit bone, turn to face the long edge of the mat, opening your legs out wide. Upavista Konasana, hands can come down by the back body, and perhaps this is it for you, staying upright. Maybe you want to come forward, bringing the elbows down. Maybe you want to release further into the shape, see what works for you. And then let's take a couple of breaths in this beautiful, deep forward fold. When you're ready, inhale slowly, coming all the way up. And then from here, let's bring our legs together. Extending your right leg out, take your left leg up and over. Placing the big toe under the left foot onto the floor. Hug your left knee in towards the body. With the right hand, take your left hand behind you. Lift and lengthen through the spine. And twist to look over your back shoulder, curl the toes of your extended leg up, and reach the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Inhale, coming back to center, releasing your left leg long, take the right leg up and over. Press into the foot, use your left arm to hug the right knee into the body, right hand behind you. Press through the sit bones, curl the toes of the left foot up, and twist, looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, coming all the way back to center. Extend both legs out in front of you. And I invite you now to roll on to your back body. Reach the arms out and forward, one vertebra at a time, coming all the way down. Reach the arms up and back. Please stretch through the entire body. And then release the hands by the side body. If you need a little bolster underneath the knees, just to soften behind the knees, please use that. Turn the palms to face up. Close down the eyes. Allow yourself to settle here into a sense of contentedness around your practice. Knowing that you have done enough. It's time now just to surrender and to receive the benefits of your practice. When you're ready, just bring your hands onto your belly, bending your knees, placing your feet on the floor. And let the knees drop in and take the feet a little wider. Just breathe here. And then when you're ready, just rolling on to your preferred side. Staying here for a moment. And slowly, slowly making your way up to seated. Bring your hands together before the heart and Jala Mudra. Contentment is an even state of mind in all circumstances. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I look forward to seeing you again on the mat tomorrow.